I've driven my 2014 Audi S4 for over 20,000 miles, but I'm a little bit sick of it sounding like this. It's been a great car, super fun to drive, but I want to hear some more supercharger noises. So I picked up this titanium intake from Garage Auto Sports on Black Friday, and you guys got to stick around to see how insane this thing sounds. Getting straight into the install of this thing, there are two T20 bolts that hold in this really cool air duct system in my opinion, but the new one's is leaps and bounds better anyway, so we'll get rid of it. You then take off the hose clamp on the throttle body side, this fuel line on the back of the intake, and then try and take the intake out, but realize that there is way more that's still attached to this thing. So you go back and take off the other hose clamp, then pop off the intake pipe on both sides, and disconnect the vacuum on the bottom of the intake. Then the tube finally slides out. The box still has the secondary air injection connected, so we pop that off with some pliers, and the whole intake system is now out. That was easy. And ignore past me because that definitely took way longer than it should have. And now it's time to clean this mess. This thing is really looking rough. I've been driving it from New Hampshire to Boston every day for work, so it's been through the salt, the snow, and anything else you can think of. But we're going to clean this thing right up. Starting with an air compressor, just blowing out all the loose debris that are in the engine bay. Then I mixed up some degreaser in a spray bottle, used the softest drill brush on my drill, and wiped it down with a rag, and this thing was already looking so much better than before. So I'm happy to have a nice intake and a clean engine bay. The kit from Gas is super complete. It comes with a cone filter, the actual 4-inch titanium intake, brackets, hardware, the secondary air injection system filter and vacuum line, fuel line with clamps to replace the originals, a heat shield to block out heat from the engine bay, as well as a rubber coupler to attach to the throttle body. I think you're replacing this fuel line right here. Alright, I got everything out that I need to. Now it's time for the fun part. The adapter for the secondary air injection gives a nice click, and then you know it's in. And the bracket holds everything up, which is super nice. The bracket gets installed where your previous one was and reuses the same bolt, but comes with a lot nicer of a bracket. Then you can just tighten the clamp around the filter, and you're all good to go. Secondary air injection's on, looks sick. Time to put the big boy on. So you do have to cut this clamp off of this hose and then grab this plastic piece to put it in the new fuel line that's provided, and then you're also probably gonna have to cut the fuel line. So I'm just gonna use a razor blade. I know that's not the right way, but I'm gonna do my best. So I just broke this little fitting, so back to square one. I've been struggling for 2 days to get this stupid barb off. Finally got it. I broke the original barb, but luckily there was a part out super close to my house, so I grabbed a new one. Now we're heating up this hose so that we can press the barb into the hose easier. Wow. That was so easy. Get the hell out of the way, man. Boom. Come on. All right. Just cooperate. I got this heat shield installed partially, not all the way tight, but oh gosh. I haven't cut the fuel line yet either. I want to see how it fits. Ooh, this thing is fucking insane, bro. Comes with new clamp. To install the actual intake, you just plug in the vacuum hose that's provided into the back of the intake, then push it onto the existing throttle body, and it's as simple as that. Holy crap, that thing looks insane. Oh my gosh. Even with not being fully installed, this thing completely changes the engine bay. Definitely the nicest piece I've ever bought for my car. Dude, this thing already looks insane in the engine bay. Oh my gosh. Last little part right here. This humongous cone filter. Look at this thing. Alright, I just routed the fuel line around. I think it's alright like this. I'm going to cut it like around, I don't know, probably here. Give myself some room, put it on there, and then we'll be all done. That means it's officially time to start it. Let's see if we can hear anything. Sounds the same on idle. While we wait, I'm gonna take my bumper off and the license plate off so I can drive it. You're probably wondering why I have to take the bumper off before I drive, and a few weeks ago I hit a snowbank, backed up, and it just ripped the whole left side of the bumper off. So sadly I gotta remove it before we go for a drive so that it doesn't fall off. But on a positive note, it makes the next mod we're gonna do a lot easier. So I'm excited for that. Wow, look at that. Oops, I forgot zip ties. Shit. Well, we're low on gas and my tire's low, so might as well go figure that out. Beautiful day out too. Sorry I don't have a mic for you guys. Windows open is what you're gonna get. Oh my gosh, that was barely any throttle. That is so sick. Already a win in my book. Just gonna let it warm up a little bit more, but it's probably also louder because the bumper's off. Like there's, I don't know, it's just really open. Getting some nice cool air too. I probably look like an idiot. All right, first impressions, you can't really hear it when you're just cruising around town, which is sick, but you can start to hear it when you give it even a little bit of gas, so I like it so far. I want to go full throttle, but let it warm up a little more. It is so loud at high RPM. Let's see what it sounds like windows closed. Oh my gosh, dude. This thing took 5 months to arrive, but I think it was well worth it. So tune into the next episode where we install a bigger heat exchanger, fix my bumper, and install a Jackal Stage 1 tune. Thanks for watching.